injury happened?
I don't know when it happened. I know afterwards, we got a message that she had something going on with her leg, and that they were getting an MRI, and then we got the word yesterday. But after, like, the liver.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy John Liquid back with another video, and today we're diving headfirst into a controversy that's shaking the WNBA to its core. It looks like explosive footage has emerged.
I'm just going to, reflect back and appreciate everything we've been able to accomplish together.
What will you remember from this team?
I think,
Allegedly showing Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White actively undermining the play style of none other than the league's phenom, Caitlin Clark. We're going all the way to Indy for this one, so buckle up because things are about to get wild. Now, what we witnessed on the court yesterday was a rude awakening for a legion of fans. It's becoming glaringly obvious that Stephanie White's coaching style is simply not suited for Caitlin Clark. If you can't see it, well, let's just say you might need a new pair of glasses or maybe a full eye exam. White runs a motion offense, and the online fan community is in an uproar.
Hard work, a lot of ups and downs, but more than anything, just trying to soak it in.
I think one of the things we lose sometimes when we talk about you is this has taken a lot of really hard work.
Threatening to stop watching Indiana Fever games entirely, even boycotting attendance. If this nightmare scenario were to unfold, and we desperately hope it doesn't, Stephanie White would be the one to blame. She would go down in history as the coach who ruined the Caitlin Clark fan base, a legacy no one wants. The only way to reverse this seemingly catastrophic trajectory is for us, the fans, to make our voices heard. We need to flood the internet with our opinions and videos, comments, and every platform imaginable, loud enough for the front office to feel the tremors. Because at this point, it's abundantly clear, this isn't Caitlin Clark's basketball team anymore. It's Stephanie White's team. And when you have a superstar player like Caitlin Clark, a player who is generating unprecedented revenue for the league and especially the Indiana Fever, she should be the focal point of everything. Offense, defense, every single aspect of that team. We have to dig deep and ask ourselves, why is Stephanie White doing this? And after much soul searching, it looks like she just doesn't like Caitlin Clark's style of play, plain and simple. She's an old school coach. I said this yesterday on live. She wants to be a Cheryl Reeve 2.0, but here's the kicker. She doesn't have the accolades, the championships, the track record that Reeve boasts. Any team she's ever coached, she didn't truly assemble it from the ground up. We were all so fixated on how bad Christy Sides was that we completely overlooked the glaring issues Stephanie White brought with her. White arrived with a whole heap of baggage, but we were so relieved to see Sides go, we just brushed it aside. Well, I'm here to tell you that baggage is finally being exposed. Stephanie White would be a great coach if she just let Caitlin Clark be Caitlin Clark, but she's just not doing it. Now let's dive into some concrete evidence, shall we? This is a tweet I stumbled upon, and it's a jaw-dropper. It states, "This sounds exactly how Carolyn Peck said the Fever are more dangerous without Caitlin Clark." This tweet references Stephanie White's own words about another star player, Luka Doncic, being out of a game. White stated that when he's not on the floor, the ball is moving, it's popping. Multiple players getting involved in action and everyone stepping up. This is her pretty much confirming that she doesn't like Caitlin Clark's ball-dominant style of play. Caitlin Clark has to have the ball in her hands to be dominant. That's just how she plays, and it's looking real spooky right now. And the plot thickens. CCAG also pointed out that Carolyn Peck, a respected voice in the WNBA.
All right, fire away.
Welcome back.
Appreciate it.
You said that you're not patient. How hard have these 5 games been?
Boldly claimed that the Fever are more dangerous without Caitlin Clark. Now, I know we've heard this before, but all of this stuff goes hand in hand. Listen to what Carolyn Peck said. The Fever have been on a tear. They've won 2 in a row. A 25-point blowout of the Lynx in the Commissioner's Cup Final, and then 27 against the Aces in this one. And both of those games without Caitlin Clark. How is Indiana getting this done right now? And then came the bombshell. Look, I think that Indiana is even more dangerous when Caitlin Clark doesn't play because she's a ball-dominant guard. The ball's in her hands a lot. So you know what? You need to try to take away. But when you look at Indiana now, they've got so many weapons, and Kelsey Mitchell is playing out of her mind. Aaliyah Boston, I talked to Stephanie White before the game. She said in year 1, Aaliyah Boston was back to the basket. Year 2, 2-man game. Year 3, they're using her as a decision maker. And so when you have a point guard like Kelsey Mitchell and Ari McDonald making plays on the perimeter and a post like Aaliyah Boston, I'm going to tell you at Indiana, they are a threat. And specifically on the defensive end, Stephanie is so pleased with the intensity that they're bringing defensively with their length, their switches. I mean, they've wreaked havoc on their last two opponents. That was Carolyn Peck, speaking about Caitlin Clark being out. Now, I told you this, man. It's looking like Carolyn Peck was actually possibly, allegedly, coached to say this by Stephanie White. No matter how you spin this, no matter what you want to say, Stephanie White is an old-school coach who does not like the style of play Caitlin Clark embodies. She doesn't like Caitlin Clark's fan base. And as of right now, the entire Indiana Fever organization is looking real damn spooky. I'm going to leave it at that for a moment because I don't want to give everything away just yet. But something has to be done. Someone has to step up for Caitlin Clark. And they better hope they don't have too much fun at the All-Star game. Because Sandy Brondello is the type of coach Caitlin Clark needs to play with, someone who's going to let her be free range, someone who's going to let her shoot, bro. Any way you slice it, it's clear as day that the Indiana Fever and this organization are not acting in Caitlin Clark's best interest. They're acting in self-interest, pure and simple. I have to be honest with you guys, it just looks that way. The Indiana Fever conducted a survey before the season asking, is there anything that would impact your Fever fandom? And guess what? Everyone, and I mean everyone, clicked the box that said, Caitlin Clark leaves the team. Nobody clicked loss of a star player or consistent poor performance or changes in team. It was all about Caitlin. If Caitlin Clark were to leave the damn team, we're out. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Caitlin Clark leaves, we leave, player. This is CC Fandemonium, folks. Now here's the other half of that survey. It asked, to what extent do you agree with the statement, the Indiana Fever has the potential to become America's WNBA team? Options range from strongly disagree to strongly agree. And shout out to CCAG, because she's been cooking today. She revealed that the priorities of the front office this year have been to maximize the business opportunities that have come from having Caitlin Clark on the team, and to build a bigger, dedicated fan base for themselves off Caitlin Clark's back, but not centered around Caitlin. They got cooked. And before we get too deep, this all goes back to something I said at the very beginning of this video. Remember when your boy John Liquid opened up this video and said that they wanted to be like, what? Apple? They wanted to be like Apple. So now it's basically proven that, to me, they don't care about Caitlin Clark's basketball future as much as they care about the business she brings. They're trying to leverage her popularity to grow their own brand, without truly empowering her on the court. It's a classic bait and switch, and the fans are seeing right through it. The Indiana Fever front office seems to be prioritizing business metrics over basketball synergy. They see Caitlin Clark not as the revolutionary talent she is, but as a marketing tool, a golden goose for ticket sales and merchandise. This kind of short-sightedness is not only a disservice to Clark, but to the entire WNBA and its burgeoning fan base. The league is experiencing unprecedented growth, largely due to Clark's magnetic appeal and electrifying play. To stifle that, to try and fit her into a system that doesn't maximize her unique abilities, is akin to painting over a masterpiece. This isn't just about coaching preferences, it's about respecting the game and the athletes who elevate it. Caitlin Clark changed the landscape of women's basketball. Her audacious deep threes, her unparalleled court vision, her ability to command attention and create excitement. These are the qualities that drew millions of new eyes to the WNBA. To dilute that, to force her into a box, is not only bad basketball, it's bad business in the long run. Fans are smart, they see what's happening. They see the passion, the frustration, and the stifled brilliance. The survey results are a clear warning sign. When fans explicitly state that their allegiance is tied directly to one player, the organization needs to listen and listen carefully. The Indiana Fever built this monumental wave of attention on Caitlin Clark's shoulders. To then attempt to pivot that attention away from her, without giving her the reins to lead the team on the court, is a betrayal of trust. It's a gamble that could alienate the very fan base they're trying to cultivate. The future of the Indiana Fever, and arguably a significant portion of the WNBA's immediate growth, hinges on how this situation is handled. Will Stephanie White adapt her coaching philosophy to truly unleash Caitlin Clark's full potential? Will the front office prioritize winning championships with their superstar? Or will they continue down this path of self-serving business strategies? The ball is in their court and the world is watching. What do you guys think about all of this? Is Stephanie White intentionally sabotaging Caitlin Clark, or is it simply a clash of coaching styles? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative and engaging, and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next deep dive into the world of basketball. Your support helps us bring you more of the content you love.